All right. As you were in the last session, Eyes with Lucian, Aethal, and Thea, and Timothy, who I need to quickly import into the scene because I forgot to do that.
Forgets the child.
Also, Milo, I know that you ask or apologize for pronunciation all the time. Athel is actually really easy to pronounce. Just pretend the E is not there. It's just Athel.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
But sometimes it is not about how to actually pronounce, it is about is brain good? And sometimes the answer is no.
Fair enough.
Now that's relatable.
Yes.
Y'all. Sadly.
Yay, Middle English.
Middle English.
I have lost Timothy.
Wait, didn't you take Tim?
We've lost the child, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, Timothy did come with us. Never mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, we lost him.
Let me just legitimately just remake it a token, I guess. Wow. Huh.
Awkward.
I don't know where Timothy. This is the thing about getting a new hard drive and a new everything. Well, not everything, but a lot of things. You lose a lot of things, and things become disorganized. And I had to reformat a hard drive, and it might have been there. Timothy might have gotten reformatted. Who knows?
Well, feels bad for Timothy. The fittest survive, I guess.
Yeah, you guys were. Oh, yeah, and then okay as well. You guys were all around there at the Wings Lord Inn and Tavern, a place of which was quite safe and warm. You got some nice, safe, warm food and got a safe, warm room to go sleep in your safe, warm beds. Where
all this is
over the
fiction.
course of the night, I believe I ended last session with all of you guys rolling.
I don't remember.
Memory serves, or I was about to ask for.
I think I'm not sure if we did roll or we didn't roll.
If only
Just
there
roll
were
again.
video evidence of the last session.
This is what I'm doing. It doesn't exist on my hard drive anymore, but it exists here on
On the internet.
the channel. This is gonna.
There's my book.
I actually never ended up having time to watch the last session, so I get to be all faster for real. Being like, what the heck happened?
I also am not completely up to date.
That's fine.
Fine.
Oh boy.
It's fine. It's not like we ran
Alright.
for our
Actually,
lives.
Alfaster just doesn't know where we are. How are we ever going to get in contact with him?
I don't know.
Oh, Alfaster has his ways.
I have
I
your
guess.
rolls, and yeah, no, everyone's okay. Okay, cool. You guys wake up after a good night's rest. Everything seems pretty good. By the time you wake up, it seems to be a little bit through the day. You definitely. Actually, what time was it when you guys went to sleep? It was like morning, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So it is like. It is probably like midday then. I would say. Yeah, probably a good 11 o'clock
11 o'clock.
or so.
Well, if I remember correctly, they're going to see Apple, your mentor, correct? That's where we're going next.
Oh yeah. We're going to go see the name I am forgetting somehow. This is embarrassing. Group names.
Mr. Gunning.
Right, Mr. Gunning. Mr. Gunning. We're going to go see Mr. Gunning.
All right. Let's get some lunch and let's head out.
Isn't it breakfast? As I pick up my snares and caltrops that I placed around the front of the door just in case.
I have no clue what time it is.
It'll be breakfast because it's the first thing we eat since we got up.
Timothy
That
walks
is
over to you,
fair. That
Thea,
is a fair assessment.
and just starts tugging your hand.
Do you need to go to the washroom or?
He just shakes his head. He looks uncomfortable.
Okay.
A little bit urgently so.
I'm gonna give him a hand. Take me where you need to go.
He immediately is just walking very fervently just out the door of the room and starts going downstairs.
Do I see this?
You probably, I don't think it'd be hard to see if you were just hanging about.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
just follow them down. Breakfast is that way, anyways.
Yeah, as soon as you guys get to the main floor, Timothy just starts pointing to the exit.
Oh, you want to leave?
He nods.
Okay.
Kind of looks around.
You don't want any food?
He just shakes his head vigorously.
Okay, I guess we're eating outside then.
Should I just like run to the breakfast bar, grab a bunch of stuff in this bowl
Yeah.
that I now have, and book it?
I guess so.
Yeah, do that.
Right. Hopefully, there's no leftover contaminant from the scrap iron remains, and let's go get some food.
We forgot about that.
And I go downstairs to get some food from the very nice bartender.
Ah, hello again. Make an
Hello,
observation check real quick.
Right, that would be mind, correct?
Yep. Should be able to just click on your mind stat there in the character page.
Yep.
It is, yeah.
Just gonna open it first. Mind.
6. Cool. Carry on.
Yeesh.
Is the
I am
food
the
safe and
it's
warm?
The first thing, yeah, is the food safe and warm?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I could get some breakfast to go.
Yes, for sure. We have actually a couple deco boxes already pre-made. Here you go. And he just pumps it up in kind of like the Chinese takeout kind of fold over boxes. It's decently sized. Like it's a little bit larger than like an individual serving. It looks like it could probably feed a good 6 people.
Ow. This is exactly how much we needed.
Oh, well, that's actually quite a perfect coincidence.
I suppose so. Thanks very much. I forgot your name. I'm sorry.
Oh, I never said. I'm just the bartender here. That's all people really call me is bartender.
Right.
He's not
I
Thanks.
feel like the informant would get along with this guy.
The bartender, the informant, the chef.
Kind of a place where a lot of people like to keep their cards close to the chest for something that's kind of rare in this district. So yeah.
Enough. Have a good day.
Yes,
and
you too.
I'm guessing everybody else is already outside by now.
Yes.
He's a lot more calm. Like as soon as he walked through the door, he's just more calm, just noticeably.
Go ahead.
And as you guys are walking down, kind of noticing for Timothy, the informant also is just walking up the street to you guys.
Oh, hey!
What?
Where'd you go?
Yeah. Thought you were with us.
I don't know where I was. I'm looking for divine inspiration from the gods. What did I do?
You spoke in the group to do that thing that
Excellent
I sent in the one Discord thing. You did that real
Oh, the
briefly.
thing with the guy that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing with the guy.
The thing with the guy. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Up
Now
to you how much you'd
suspicious
want to
at
say,
all.
of course, and all that, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I give a polite bow to the people as I normally would, and ask, hey, how are you doing?
We slept pretty good, I think.
Pretty safe and warm.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And let's find some place to eat, or let's just eat on the way.
Really. Got some grub. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's currently. We have enough for 6, so I suppose we could split it among the fox, the cat, and the bird.
Yeah. That was a good plan.
Oh, that's
That's
uncomfortable.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Is it disappeared?
No,
Okay.
it just reads
You know
the
what?
same thing over and over, and I don't like it. Out of character.
Oh,
Out of character.
ah.
I'm concerned, but in character. Let's head off to district gunning.
Yes, let's do that.
Apple, lead the way.
I would know the way. I don't actually. You mentioned that the city has been reorganized since the last time, so.
Yes. Here. You know what I will do then? Because we're gonna do some not interplanetary. That would be not a thing.
Yes,
You
this-
thought the city was the beginning?
Can I turn off? Yeah, let's do that. Cool.
Oh, look at that.
This is how far I am all right now on the map. And then the blue just makes it easier to differentiate street from building.
That's interesting.
I gotta zoom out far.
There comes a point where the zoom starts to scroll you away.
Does anyone else have that happening?
How do you zoom out?
So you can zoom out only to a certain extent before scrolling just starts to send you down the page, which is interesting.
I'm not having that problem.
Yeah, because at that point you've reached maximum thing, and there's a building with an X on it, and I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's
Where the-
that's anything outside of the walls is very
Holy cow,
in
the mark
process.
that I try to place on it is so small.
Yeah, this building here is that building there is that's just a note for me. I think that was where I was going to do the Fright Veil thing. Is kind of where I was thinking of placing that, just so you're
I see.
not super concerned, because I wouldn't have lore things like that randomly in the map.
Yeah, they'd be hidden away from us.
Yes.
In a journal, on a hard drive that was wiped. Oops.
Well, on my iPad with the art thing, because this is on an entirely different. Is luckily on my artistic iPad thing there. But yeah, Mr. Gunning would probably be close-ish to where you guys lived and existed and grew up and stuff, right?
Yep.
So that would probably
Don't know
be
which district that is.
the one out of out of Wall district that I kind of actually have somewhat kind of okay is the one down here with you can't
I
see
like
me.
how you're pointing, but I
Here.
have no idea.
Can I don't know if that moves you guys. If you guys
Yeah,
kind
I
of
did.
zoom to like if you move to district size, then yeah, it is here.
But like,
Okay. Okay, so we're kind of far.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, let's head over.
I could use another forcible move. Which district?
This one.
Oh, the one outside the walls.
Yeah, this is like the one that's actually like kind of ish ready. I just need to clean up some of the streets at some point, but
Finally,
Well, like, the people need to clean up the streets.
yes.
Infested with crime. It's narrative.
yes.
You are part of the crime.
I know.
You are the problem.
Crime to some degree.
Only to some.
Oh no. I just
Aren't
lost.
you like
We didn't
the
start
person
a
that-
fire and cause massive problems and damage.
Well, that was only partially us. The other part was a dude I used to know. Well, not necessarily. Tangentially, actually.
Okay.
This is some more implications.
Let's head.
Fair enough.
Let's head to, I guess, outside the wall.
Yeah.
Did we drop that letter off with Cruz? Or are we doing that right now?
I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Didn't you
if I
give that to
remember
Alfred-
correctly,
Alfred?
Lucian tried to, and then he got shot somehow.
No, that was Mr. Gunning.
Yeah.
Right, that was the letter to Mr. Gunning.
Yeah.
The letter for
It's been a long
Cruz
time,
and
even
stuff.
though it's only been one night.
I think the informant had it, but I'm not too sure where that is right now.
I did have it at one point. I'm not sure if it got handed off to someone.
I don't remember.
You paid us, so
Would you
I think
guys?
I might have it.
hope we did.
Are you guys arguing about this in character as well? Or try to figure out where?
Wild boy.
Okay.
Like,
Uh,
yes.
I will do a little thing with Alphaster here. Alphaster, yeah. Actually, you would be coming from a completely different direction. You would be down here.
So I'm just lost.
Oh, your token is gonna be traveling, isn't it? Yep, there it goes.
I'm off on an adventure.
Yeah, which also means that, let me real quick just boop.
Did you see what I privately messaged you?
No. Where?
It's in the. It apparently whispers automatically go to the out of character chat.
I'm okay with that.
It's only a slight whisper.
Yeah, make a.
I already made the roll.
Well, let me look at that then. Cool.
It's all.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a couple of people who, you walk into Grog, who's a nice gargoyle that you've
No, Grog.
worked for.
Yeah, after the Cinderlane job.
Yeah, exactly. And you're just like, oh yeah, I spoke to Giggle, and he said that he spoke to Fernadad, and then Fernadad saw him at the Winglord Tavern. He was tinkering with some sludge.
Well, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grog. And he flicks him a piece of 5-ek.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna go buy a candy. See ya. And he scampers off. As you'd be, I guess, making your way there, the gates still seem not like completely blocked, but like they're just there's queue. There's people like lining up to be like, all right, I gotta get into this district, and they are letting people through. They're just kind of, taking a look at them and just being like, cool, go through, cool, go through. At this point, they seem a little bit bored, like they've been doing this for a while.
I don't know. One of them seems really suave, though.
But his name's
Yeah.
Fernando.
Yeah.
Not.
I'm not actually carrying anything illegal on me right now.
I don't
Just
believe I am.
Just a bunch of potions and other stuff.
I have my
Yeah,
walking
yeah, for sure.
stick out.
Or I should ask you. Alafaster would know. Is he likely to get held up by anything?
Probably not. Let me take a quick look. Your doc is up to date, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Probably okay with a weapon. You do have a little bit of something, I see.
Well, I guess that would be a little bit, problematic. But...
And maybe this as well, especially,
Well, yeah, I guess. Okay.
It's up to you how you'd feel about it. Alphaster would immediately just be like, about those. So it's up to you how you feel.
How
They're
big
not.
of a line?
It's pretty short.
How big of a line is it?
There's probably roughly like 10 people, and they're moving by pretty quickly. A lot of them aren't even necessarily stopping. They're just like, it just looks like they're looking at faces more than actually like searching people. Although they are kind of like doing like general just, I guess, perception checks for the, just kind of seeing if they can notice anything suspicious about what the person is carrying as well, as they're passing by, but not like no pat downs or anything.
All right. Well. All right. That is if I go to the rolls, that is a 13, and my minor illusion has a DC of 5. I would like to illusory, make it look like I don't have anything on me and don't have anything lining the seams of my jacket at all.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Moses.
Yeah.
And Alfaster's going. Alfaster doesn't know about that. Alfaster's going to walk in, with everybody else, just kind of get in line and look as normal as he can, and he's going to do a play it cool check, which is a 17, to just generally, play it cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Disappear calmly into a crowd, blend in when they shouldn't be somewhere, or avoid being noticed in general.
When you kind of make like a, well, I can't rotate this guy now. Let's do whoop bam, and then whoop bam. No, not that far. Anyways, yeah. As you're kind of going forward, one of them kind of like nods to you and kind of beckons for you to get in, and just goes, "How's it going?"
Not much. I don't know. Just seeing if people are slightly more generous with their alms to the poor in this district today.
Probably not. There's a big fire. Actually ended up leaving some people homeless, so might be a little bit hard to get people going around. Yeah. It spread quite a bit at one point, because it kind of ended up. Anyways, it was a whole big thing. You'll be all fine. Yeah, if you walk this way. There we go. Should be able to walk through now.
All right. Thanks. Is there, if there was a fire, what part of where are the roads closed off?
No, the roads are closed. It's kind of just openish.
Oh, okay. Well,
nothing's dangerous at this point. It's all been cleaned up.
That's good. All right. Thank you.
For sure.
Calmly walk on through and head to the Wing Lord
You
Tavern.
hear a whisper, and just this guy just goes, "Hey, wait a second." You see him looking down at a piece of paper in his hand, and as he's kind of like trying to look at your head, and just go, "All right, no, sorry, just looked a little familiar for a second."
Alfaster just kind of pauses and like he turns and like shows the guy his face pretty clearly. He's like, "Sorry, now I know Jadis, horns, black hair. We all kind of look alike a little."
It's a little bit hard on passing because it's features
Yeah,
and
no
light and
sweat.
stuff. Yeah.
I got caught at the 2nd district today as well. It was a whole thing, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. It's all good. Actually, if you do see this person, could you let us know? I guess we think that they're around here and involved with it. And he holds it up, and it's a picture of just a very aggressive looking Jadis. You do notice that it does look a little bit similar to you, but like maniacally, like thick chin to muscular.
Oh, jeez.
Just like this whole like very intimidating. Yeah, we just
Just can't get my nose right.
yeah, it's anyways, yeah, just keep going.
All right. Well, thank you. And Alfaster makes his way over.
All right. Yeah, and which way are you going generally around the circle?
He will take the way that's not going to lead him right by the he's going to go where.
As you guys are going down, would you guys be doing the same?
By the port?
Or be going down, because you guys are going down to Mr. Gunning, or are you guys discussing the
Oh, I figured it out. I rewatched the videos. Figure out I have those stuff.
Okay.
I think
Let's
she
move
does.
Officer over here.
She hasn't checked, but
I mean,
I think Eyes is
it's
trapped
like
inside the
having
building.
shortest distance.
Is that officer already? Wow. I think you
Oh
can just
wow!
do a
When
normal
did I get there?
ruler. I just
Oh,
did
no.
I think there's a way to do just an
no, I
act
can't
to do a
change it.
normal. Yeah, if you
Oh,
press
no.
control,
Have you press control?
I'm stuck in a wall.
If you press control and then you just click.
What the heck is going on? What are you guys doing?
You want to hold control or
I'm just stuck in.
How are
He's
you-
stuck in the end.
Oh, you're stuck in the end?
Oh, let me
Been
boop.
kidnapped.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, walls are yeah, as you guys are kind of so Thea, where would you have been just for the in character aspect of that, would you have been looking to just make sure check that you were the letters and all
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Make a quick roll.
Okay, what do I roll though?
Either just a d20 or mind, up to you. Either way, I will still be calculating roughly. Okay. Yeah. It's absolutely gone.
What is gone? Exactly what is gone?
Did you have everything on you?
I had a couple things on me.
Hmm.
2 of the letters were stuffed into my, like, one letter from Timothy, the other letter that was for Cruz were stuffed into the inside of my, like, turtleneck, and then I had a sleep box just in my pocket. Or somewhere on me. I thought.
Yeah, the letter that you're stealing for Cruz is gone.
Okay.
Eh.
But
Yep,
I have
we got
everything
paid.
else.
Yep. You have everything else.
Okay.
Out of the items that you said, yeah.
We all have our stuff except for that one thing, and none of my traps were sprung.
And Timothy, who had the book, seems to have none.
Alrighty then.
Who had them last night, but yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And none of my traps were sprung in the morning.
Not that you can
Lucien
notice,
was
no.
on- Well, after Lucien got back, he would have been on guard.
Okay.
Oh,
Retrace
This
steps.
is not good.
okay.
Okay, let's just retrace our steps and
Yeah.
figure from there.
Yeah.
Before we do
We have the
anything
book.
else.
Here, Ian,
I know.
last night, there
Probably
were no
around the time.
locks on the door.
Mhm.
Probably should have been suspect of that from the start.
There was a lock, but there wasn't inside part of the lock. There was the outside part though, with the where you'd have to turn the key. Whereas the outside you could pretty much you could get out without the key, but you'd have to have the key to get in.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you meant like you couldn't just even lock the door. So somebody went through a locked door, full of my traps,
While Lucien was said,
and then just took our stuff.
Yeah.
while Lucien was watching.
So,
Lucian was watching.
well, it was not even just like it's like Malachite, Lucien, everybody was in the room.
Everybody was in
Okay.
the room. We had
Maybe we
like
have it.
2 pets watching it,
Oh. Wait.
and a whole bunch of traps. It's physically possible.
Um,
Did we not have it? Maybe we lost it on our way here.
we could have. We were running.
We did run, and I.
Did you check before? Like, we had the book last night.
Yeah. Yeah. So if that's missing, I'm sure the letter was missing at the same time.
Which
Alright, let's go
means
back.
that it was
Sometime last night.
taken.
Okay.
Should we talk to the establishment owner about this? Or do you think that it was the establishment owner who did this?
Let's just assume it
Alphaster
was
suddenly
anyone and everyone.
appears over your shoulder, Athel. Wait, hold on. What did we steal?
Oh, hi, brother. What a time for you to show up. Where have you been, eh?
Well, I got the heck out of Dodge, but I went to the safe house afterwards and you weren't there. Not the Cruz safe house, our safe house.
Our
I
safe.
wonder why I wasn't there. I don't know why I wasn't there. Because there was a freaking kid. And I gesture at Timothy, and I'm like, I think I was just gonna bolt on that.
Timothy waves at you,
Um,
Alphaster.
Alistair just kind of like, hey kid, that thing was after you. It's been chasing us, apparently, since we left that other inn, the Destiny whatever.
Well,
Apparently not, because there's more than one.
yeah, it was
There's what?
technically after me.
More than one. We managed to kill it. Fun fact. But when we went down to finish it off, guess what we found? Number 2. And not only that, but when I managed to start taking it apart, it started literally self-destructing on me. Metal turned to goo or shattered into infinite amounts of pieces. It was made out of freaking I don't know what, and it had vines growing all over it. It's some kind of magic bullcrap that I don't understand, and not sure if it's an artificial golem, if it's pure magic, if
And
it's
you thought to
tainted
fight
metal.
that thing?
Well,
I
actually,
only
it was
learned
me.
about this after we killed it.
Yeah, he had it in a bowl, I think, or a jar or something. It was quite a
Yeah,
show.
I
we
had
had
it
it
in a
on
jar, and then it just kept on disappearing. There's no evidence of this thing left. Nothing to even show even the wardens about, because this seems like an existential threat that's way above our pay grade. And you freaking left.
I mean,
Like, I don't blame you, but you would have been useful there.
I thought we were all gonna hightail it and run.
And now I had
Didn't
something to
even
do.
check.
Listen, when something that freaky comes out at me, I tried to help. Gun failed. I thought we would just run like we always do.
Run when there's a kid, and even if we run, what's to stop it from coming back the next time and the time after that? We just keep running?
Yeah.
That thing doesn't tire. We do. It's a logical impossibility to outrun that thing forever.
So why didn't you get the second one then?
Because we were strategically at a disadvantaged point at that point, and for some reason it stopped following us after a certain point.
Oh, so you outran it. Weird.
No, I think we chased that one down, but then it escaped, right?
We killed the first one. The second one looked at us, started chasing us. We ran in order to do the same strategy of retreat, kill, retreat, shoot, retreat, shoot, retreat, shoot.
The second one was stronger. It looked like it was stronger.
The second one was also way better repair.
It's true.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
The first one was like it had.
So there's a bunch of these machines, and there's probably somebody behind the machines who now knows all our faces, probably.
Yeah, and on top of that, the letter that we stole, that the maniac pyromancer was after, it's gone. Same with the book that Timothy had, which I'm not sure how that's related, but that's something. None of our other stuff was taken at this.
Both the books you guys got.
Okay.
Right, well, that's no sweat off our back. We already got paid for the job.
True.
It's a little bit of sweat off our back because
He kind of turns and like it kind of winces a little bit. It's like it turns to the no offense. Goes back to Athel.
Though, just gonna put this out here. If she knows that we got the money, but she didn't get the letter, I don't think she's gonna care if it's lost between her getting it.
I don't think Cruz is gonna approve that either. And I'm wanting a job here.
Yeah.
Not exactly a great first interview. Hi, yeah, I managed to lose the thing that you paid me to do, and I took
No.
money.
We did not lose it. Who had it?
I'm getting a lot of feedback. Give me a second.
I'm sorry. Yes, we lost it. We were all in the same room.
Who had it?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does, because if Eyes had it, then Eyes lost it. If you had it, then you lost it. This is not a we situation.
This is exactly a we situation. We're all in this as one part of the crew. And guess what? We don't have the thing that the crew was supposed to get.
We got it. We gave it in. We finished the job. If she wants to pay us again to get it back, that's up to her.
He's got a point. He's not wrong.
Wrong, but
I
he's
don't
not
think
exactly
she's
right
gonna
either, because I
see
don't
it
think this
that
is
way.
a pay again kind of
Well,
situation.
from what
She never
Thea tells
received
me,
it physically.
Cruz walks on water in her spare time, so I'm sure she'll be honorable enough, to realize Thea can vouch for us, say that we actually did risk all of our butts, and he kind of pauses and looks around the street because they started getting louder and louder, and he kind of like pulls everybody off to the side. She can tell Cruz that we risked our butts to get it in the first place and burned down half of the upper district to do it. So,
I believe that
Yeah.
was a pyromancer.
I think- I don't
also
care.
the pirate.
Either way,
It's definitely the pyromancer.
I
Fire
feel
expert
like
would not have gone that far out of control. It was pretty.
I feel like we could, if this is a job that you want, you get paid to do a job. We're not volunteers.
Look, I'm
Leave
not
the
going
job
back.
half finished.
I'm not
That's
going
true.
back to Cruz without the letter. You guys got paid. You guys don't have to continue. I guess I'll have to figure this out.
Well,
But I
hold
would
on now.
have liked to bring
much-
at least
How
you
much
guys.
how much would Cruz be willing to pay to get this thing back?
I have no clue because I have not talked to her.
Well, why
She
don't
doesn't
you
know
go
it's
ahead and
gone.
tell her that somebody stole it from her, and that we are in the best position to get it back, but you require more funding. One, because we are broke, and if we want to get the equipment we need to get it back, and all that kind of stuff.
Not all the potions.
No one really got hurt other
the
than
ones
me.
that you sold a while back. Ones that
Yeah.
we got from the shop. Ones that were
That-
apparently worth a very pretty penny.
Alfaster kind of like growl, smiles at Athel, and pulls him a little bit closer and whispers just in Athel's ear, "Now is not the time to mention that, brother. That is
By
between
the
you and me."
way,
And then
I
goes
never
back
got
to
my
the
split.
team. Listen, we, even if we are this crew, and he looks at Athel and just kind of like, even if we are this crew, this team, we need money to do what we're trying to do. Cruz happens to have a lot of it. So, this is also her whole gig. We don't know what that letter is. We don't know what she wants it for. So, Thea, you've got a line to Cruz. Why don't you find out whether or not she's going to be willing to hire us to actually get it to her, now that we've already stolen it?
First off, tracking down Cruz is not an easy thing. I don't look for her, she comes to me. Second off, I'm not going back to Cruz without that letter, and I was hoping to bring you guys with, like, golden medals so she would hire you guys, okay? You guys don't have to, I
Yeah.
already paid you guys. You guys don't have to help me out, but it'd be good, like, a good thing, good deed
Yeah.
that she would add to your file if she were to hire you guys. For
Well,
further
we have our own
future stuff.
files.
Of course
I
we do. How else
mean-
did she get in
Not
contact with us?
surprised,
Like, what?
considering my reputation. I mean, sorry, what?
I'm sorry. We will have this conversation later. He turns back to the group.
You don't have to, but
Okay.
you are in the minority.
When we get this stupid thing, you are going to ask Cruz for a bonus.
I can't ask anything from her. You have to plead your own cases.
My
I mean,
question.
you are being a little bit much, so I don't know if I'll help you with your pleading case.
My question
Alfaster
is,
folds his arms and then raises an eyebrow. For somebody who's trying to hire me back to do a job I just did, you're not doing very well in your case either.
What's the
Okay, let's
official-
all just calm down, relieve some tension, maybe try to figure out. Maybe
Is there somewhere
so-
safe and warm we can
Careful.
rest
I
while
mean,
we do this?
How faster? We think the place might have, stolen from us. So, do you mind going in and possibly talking to the barkeep about possible criminal activity in the area, and/or if he somehow managed to steal it?
You want me
Yeah,
to
like a
ask
thief
the
would.
bartender if he stole from you?
Not in those precise words, but you do what you do. You talk to people.
Yeah.
Oh,
hypothetically.
yes.
Some
I
some
go,
people pick
I
his
go-
pocket, all the same, really.
Quite the
And
charmer.
you go, yeah.
He raises an eyebrow at Thea.
She's just gonna cross her arms. She's a little bit mad.
Okay.
Feel like there's a lot of tension in this air.
I wonder why. It's not like I was really nice to your brother and he's still being mean to me.
This isn't mean. This is business, sweetheart.
This isn't business. At the end of the day,
I'm gonna
our
walk
job
away.
isn't
I'm
finished.
gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away. Come on, Timothy. Let's just take a breather. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Still stuff to be done.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay
we good?
with. We're gonna stay with boss.
Yep. I'll help faster. See if we can possibly see if we can steal our items back if they were taken by this proprietor.
All right.
Check
And
one
from
thing.
a distance, you hear, "Thank you."
Problem.
See you
Can you
guys.
guys stop?
Stop yelling in the streets, you idiots!
There's no. What? I'm sorry. How are we going to get arrested? Saying thank you and no
The
problem.
tower of the warden is literally 1 block away. Yes,
We're
we.
going to get arrested for saying thank you and no problem.
No, but the
What's the
other
laws
things that
about
have been yelled
conspiracy?
today might just do it.
The informant
Said
does
you
have a
ran
point.
away in the middle of a fight. If anything, they're going to ask, "Hey, where was the fight? What happened? What's a scrap
Stupid.
iron?"
Brother, stupid. Woman, stupid.
No one's going
Bird,
to
and he
believe
goes
this.
inside.
All right, make a roll.
Oh, just a d20?
Just a d20. You can make it a hidden roll too.
He is so angry that he's like, "Oh, wait a second, what?"
No, I'm not angry. Alfaster is.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, what,
A D20 hidden roll.
yeah, I realized that, but is there any, modifier I should be using?
Nope.
Okay, well,
See how
The
it
modifier
goes.
is death.
Welcome to the club. How am I able to see these hidden rolls? How
okay.
can I see these?
Well, they're
Can you?
question
That
marks.
wasn't hidden. Wait a minute.
No. I mean, like, how can I see things? You should probably do a private GM roll.
I did a private GM
can-
roll.
What
Oh,
are
you mean in
you?
the
Why
chat?
can't I see
right?
the rolls in the chat?
Yeah, it was 11 seconds ago. It was 17.
Oh, can you see the number though?
Yeah,
can see the
17.
numbers.
You rolled a 17.
Hmm.
Like,
Make a hidden roll.
Also,
everybody. But I saw
3
that.
minutes ago, he rolled a 9.
A 9. Yeah, I
says,
saw that.
yeah. So it's interesting because the dice on the screen
That's question marks.
was a question mark, but in the
Yeah.
chat it's showed.
problematic,
Yes.
I think you have
Well,
to change your thing. Let's
interesting. I don't know how to fix that.
All right, pretend you didn't see all that.
Just says spamming in the chat.
Yeah, question mark on the thing, 6 in the actual thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Caden, you're a flabby apple. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Do I gotta hit the gym again, eh?
How the heck does that work? Poor.
It's true, actually. You're the skinniest of all of us.
Yeah. I'm a freaking -1 to might. And it's not because I'm fat, it's because I have nothing there.
Let's do that. Try that again.
Why is there an evil man with a small hat?
Oh, that's just
What do you
the
mean
dude.
evil? That's the dude, yeah.
What?
That's the bartender.
That's the bartender. Look at his
Yeah.
The
mustache.
bartender's the most obvious robot in the world, and we just skipped over that?
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
was
no.
a thing.
Yeah,
That
no.
was the thing.
We didn't question it.
We accepted it. He seems
No, I
like a
don't
pleasant
judge.
fellow.
We were running away, okay? We were trying to maintain a low profile, so questioning that seemed like a bad idea.
No.
Do I not have...
Okay. It is now time for me to head out. Goodbye.
Okay.
Oh,
See you, Prince.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us when you could. See ya. Have a good one.
Welcome.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not
Ah,
at
I
all.
clicked the wrong button.
Everything's safe and warm, don't you know?
You know what? With that, I'm gonna do a real quick start recording, and now I have a good starting point. Anyways, yeah. As you guys walk into the Wings Lord Inn and Tavern, you see the bartender. He's polishing a really nice blue crystal glass right at the moment, and he's just ends up putting on the shelf. As he just notices you guys walk in, he just goes, "Ah, hello again. Oh, and who is this?"
Hi again. This is my brother. He's well, best to put this.
We don't.
He was with to that gathering.
Yes, but I'm afraid that my brother here may have forgotten some of his things in our room. Is it okay if we go quickly to just double check on that?
Oh, for sure. Did you guys actually? Did you keep the key or did you give it back? I can't quite remember. I think you guys still had it.
I never mentioned giving it back, so probably still have it.
Yep. All right. Yeah. If you guys want to go
Sorry,
upstairs,
he's
yeah,
so
go ahead and do
forgetful,
that. Yeah.
This one, and Alvaster reaches over and rumples up his hair.
And anyway, I think we're gonna go check.
That one's private. Yeah, just to check. Cool.
Yeah, Alfaster is going to follow behind Athel, and he's going to be looking at everybody in this establishment, trying to figure out if he can see anything shifty about them, if he knows any of them from his days as a criminal. With
Make
connections,
a
all that kind of
perception
stuff.
check.
That's mind, is it not?
Yes.
Yep, that's mine. I will also be making a perception check to not see the exact same thing, but more exactly looking for somebody who you would think would profit from thing.
So I rolled twice by accident, because my mouse sometimes double clicks, but we'll take the first one, which is a 2. On his way by, he comments on how nice the
Unnatural 20 or dirty 20 for me.
yeah, he comments on how nice the bartender's mustache is and how natural it appears.
Oh, that's a good thing. It's fake. I'm heavily scarred, so it's just makes me more friendly looking and less alarming as just metal mask face. It's quite nice, actually.
Genius disguise.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so terribly sorry about your injury, but I must admit the mask helps so much. It makes you such a welcoming and wonderful figure.
Well,
An informant overhearing this, after being commented about how the gas mask and the raccoon looks, terrifying earlier, is rolling his eyes behind a gas mask.
Wait, is the informant coming with us?
Yeah, I walked into the thing as well.
Oh, I see.
I am that unnatural 20 was for me to be looking around to see if I could either spot the book where we were sitting, spot the letter, spot someone who I think looks like they would not exactly want or have.
It's pretty empty right now. Doesn't really seem to be anyone that there's still that would. A lot of the people just honestly seem like regular, like super regular people. Wealthy, like definitely like well off, comfortable clothes and all that. Fairly happy for the most part. It seems just like people, either coworkers or friends, just having a drink together, catching up, stuff like that. Just standard, usual stuff you'd see in a Chili's, right? That's kind of the general vibe that you're getting. Yeah, no one really suspicious or anything. Although the more you look around, specifically, the more you're looking around Alphaster, the more people seem to be looking back at you.
I'm gonna guess you meant Apple there, because Alphaster rolled a 2.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean, Alphaster. The more you're looking around, the more people are looking back at you.
Are there any pretty ones?
They're mostly Make a roll. Just a d20 roll.
Okay.
Everyone's about average. There's some, yeah. No one like.
Whichever girl has the most jewelry on her fingers and seems the prettiest, he winks at.
She rolls her eyes. Like she definitely, like it was definitely like she looked at like your clothes and stuff and just rolled her eyes.
Let's just head up and check the room.
Yeah, as you guys.
Do I get to keep that roll for investigating my room, or?
If you're just doing like a passing by look as you're looking, yeah, I'll keep that for like the general look. But if you're wanting to do like a deep look, then I'll ask you to do another one probably. Or more specific, or if you're doing a more specific look once you get there. Yeah, but once you get there, you start looking around, rummaging. Yeah, it seems completely untouched from when you left. Doesn't seem like much except for the stuff that you guys touched was touched.
So where did you guys keep it overnight?
I'm pretty sure Leah kept it on her person. And as for Timothy, I wasn't paying attention to where the book wound up. I thought it was just a children's book. Now I'm starting to doubt that.
Why?
Why the heck would you steal both the letter that's supremely important to someone like Cruz and a book that's about pre-blight mythology?
Halfister like lifts another cushion, peers underneath, looks back. Who knows? It may very well be that somebody just came in and grabbed what they thought they could get away with, or has an interest in books for whatever reason.
Was under her turtleneck.
Well, you said on her person. Under her turtleneck's a little bit more personal.
As for the book,
who was carrying it, where they were, and somehow to be very good at getting it.
Yeah, the informant, you're also not seeing anything.
Two pets watching it. Had all of my traps laid across the floor in front of the door. And all of us sleeping in the same room. Not one of us woke up. Not one of us heard a thing. Neither Alakite nor Lucian anything.
Out of curiosity, Milo, is this sound like a kind of magic that Alfister would be aware of that's used for thieving? Like, is there a magic that would allow you to grab something without being in a room?
Well, I'm hearing a transformer running over a microphone right now. I don't know who that is.
I think that's Ben.
Okay.
I'd hope not, but maybe I am.
I might just be. It might be hearing some background stuff.
You.
Yeah.
Anything happening in the background?
No, that's actually really quiet over here.
Oh, that might have been. Yeah, that might have been Thea then.
I have been muted this whole time.
Oh, it's not you. I don't know what's happening then. Okay, cool. It'll be fine. If it happened, it was okay. It was just really, really loud all of a sudden. In my ear holes. There probably is. You know of some vague stuff. You don't necessarily know the range. And Alphaster wouldn't know. You'd know enough that it would leave some kind of sign still. Maybe one that you'd have to specifically look for, but you wouldn't know enough to know what it was, who would have it. But you do know that, like, in general, stuff like that is like well-trained sorcerers and magic people, that's already a fairly rare occurrence. Yeah, This kind of magic would be even further rare. Further rare? That works.
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Alfaster's gonna sigh and say, well, if somebody did do this, we are well and truly in over our heads.
I'm just gonna make a mind roll to see what I can gather about evidence, like any sign of any trace of anything.
Any sign of any trace of anything. Wow.
Dude, my detective level senses see.
Well, what would they see? They definitely see. Oh, a natural 20. For specifically
Well, thanks
you
to
as
nat
well.
20. Well done, brother.
I don't know. I don't know if Athol would really see anything out of the ordinary. You might see. Again, it would just be you'd just be seeing more little details for this fairly good higher class room. There's not much.
No clues as to how something got into the room.
Nothing may have
through my
gone into
traps
the
or
room.
through the window. Items just don't disappear on their own.
They do if magic's involved.
Even magic, you usually have to see the darn thing to get it, or have some kind of physical cause to retrieve it. Not very often.
Only in the magic
you get
we know.
teleportation. True. But my point still remains. That is not exactly a very... That is not normal in any way, shape, or form. And yes, the scrap irons aren't normal either. But my previous point remains that there should be at least evidence of something. Anything.
Well, I don't.
Out of the ordinary.
I doubt that it was your metal robots that were coming after you, because they seem to be a lot more aggressive, and this is way too subtle for them. This is something else.
Are there any traces of a footprint? Any specks of dust out of place? Any...
Oh wait, there would have been like no dust anyways. If there would there be any? Oh, that'd be kind of standard for a hotel of this class. It's just like, yes, let's just,
remove the dirt.
Yeah, it'd just be like a magic sweeping spell every so often. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like there's anything out of the ordinary here, though. You're just, perplexed.
Is there...
Okay.
Well...
I would say, though, with a natural 20, you do kind of get the intuition that if the letter was taken at some point, it was probably before you guys got to the room. You'd feel like that'd be safe to assume at this point.
Oh ho, the plot
I have a revelation.
Mm-hmm.
Note was taken before we got to this room. The book, like the book as well?
Probably. You wouldn't remember Timothy, because Timothy just ate and then got really tired and got carried up by Thea, right? So there's a chance the books just got forgotten downstairs, right? You just know that Timothy wasn't carrying them like he was before, up to the room.
I'd like to go back down to the inn and look around to see if there's any people I might recognize from the low places.
Yeah, make a roll.
Give me a second.
Oh, this music's putting me to sleep.
I feel like it might just almost be this on repeat.
23.
It's the 3 hours long video. I'll almost guarantee.
Is it? Okay, let's just... Here. How about this?
I make a mind check to recall information.
Yep.
Alfaster's just walking around because you just said, I think we lost it beforehand, and then the informant left, and Alfaster has no idea what you guys did last night.
Wait, this is a little more intense than I thought it'd be. That's fine. 23. As you're looking around, it seems like there's again, mostly just average normal people. You do know that you do recognize that one of the guys, one of the people who specifically looks a little bit sad, you know, he used to be a potion import. Yeah, it would be import manager. He kind of just oversaw some of that. You know that because you definitely have cased his warehouses to pass on that information to other people before.
Interesting.
Yep, that'd be the only person.
But no one from a certain gang.
You 23. You would recognize and see a playing card of a similar color, just kind of left on the ground.
Interesting. I will pocket the playing card and call over to the bartender and have myself. Actually, I want to check how much ec do I have on me. I've never kept note of this. It seemingly gets pickpocketed too frequently.
I've never stolen money from you. Only possessions.
Okay, cool.
And
then yeah, I'm gonna call over the bartender to just have a glass of juice.
For sure, I'll put it on your tab. And he just immediately swings up a glass, just turns one of the levers of the barrels, and then just slides it over perfectly to you.
Ooh. I lightly lift up the gas mask to have a little sip, but I also pull out a straw that I just put in the juice to put into my mouth.
For sure.
To keep most of my face hidden.
Yep, for sure. He just kind of nods. He seems just very unfazed by it. It's like, so, how do you find the juice there? Does it help our safe and warm atmosphere here?
I find this a very safe and warm atmosphere. That being said, my friends were a little concerned about something and tried to ask you. It seems that a letter of ours has gone missing. You wouldn't have, by chance, no one here would have dropped it off with you if it had accidentally fallen out of our pocket this morning.
It's possible. Here, let me go check the back. And he kind of pedals around. You hear him speaking in some kind of like, you can't quite hear it just because it's, you know, it's a little muffled at this point. There seems to be another voice responding to him. He's talking back and forth. And he's like, and he comes back. It's like, we got a couple letters that were dropped. One of them was handed in by... Yeah, here, would one of these be that? And you see, like, a collection of just various letters.
Do I have to roll to inspect which one it is?
You'd probably be able to recognize that, yeah, one of them is definitely the letter.
I pointed out immediately, and I'm like, this one right here. And I immediately shake his hand and hand him an extra 20-ec. I'm just like, you literally
No,
have
seriously, just in the Lost and
saved
Found
us all.
the entire time.
The notes are
We didn't
distracting.
lose it.
You wouldn't happen to have had a book turned in as well, would you?
No, I'm sorry. No books.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so very much, and I finish sipping from my straw, just and slam it down, run outside, and I'm like, Thea, I found it, and keep it moderately calm, but also like very excited as our careers are saved.
Alfaster and Athel are currently in the room. No, we don't. We are apparently very high. So Alfaster's going to turn to Athel and be like, okay, the only other way I can think of this is something between the floors. Like in the last inn. You go to the floor above this, I'm going to go to the floor below this. See if you can find where this room is and feel.
I was just going to, if I could goop my way through the floorboards from the top to the bottom.
No, this would not be floorboards. This would be like tile. Oh no, there's a really nice hardwood. There's a little bit of tile. You definitely know that directly underneath it is like an extremely good underfloor. This isn't just good or even this isn't just great thing. This is immaculate.
I wouldn't dare. My artifice heart is. I can't do that. I can't. This is such a good floor.
Alfaster walks over to the bed. Is this the that they've been looking at? Like this was Thea's bed, right?
Yeah.
All right, help me move it.
I don't think it's there. But, I mean, we.
No,
we can
come on.
check.
Trust me. He grabs one end of the table.
Holy cow!
Or
that's
the bed. This is a pretty heavy bed. This was like, how big did I say it was? This was like a very large bed. But you'd be able to like slide it for sure. There'd be room.
All right, that's an 8 and a 17.
No, I'll let you guys slide it a little bit. You can slide it enough to
Okay,
kind of
sliding
get it a little bit out of the way from like the wall. This is like the 4-poster kind of huge, large,
Okay.
whatever you call it.
I just need it slid, let's say 2 tiles off to the left, okay? 3, 2, 1, push!
Yeah. As you kind of like, it kind of swings out, kind of more swivels out. The one corner still kind of where it was, but it's been able to swivel away from the wall and kind of you see that on the back there is kind of a way to see under it the entire way. It's because like the legs and stuff is a bit hollow, I guess you could say.
And is it tile or hardwood?
It's the same hardwood. You do notice that the wall looks a little
sheets or lengths.
Like individual, like this is like actual legitimate hardwood. With the yeah.
Athel's gonna take out his Alfester's gonna take out his knife.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Listen, this is the only way I can think of somebody getting at it. Okay, so either we.
There's no way. If there's a hole, I can goop my way through. Okay, let me check in goop mode.
I'm thinking more compartment than hole.
Damage it. Well, even then, I should be able to fit inside a little bit.
Why do we care if we damage it a little bit? It's a hotel. This happens all the time.
Very nice hotel.
We'll put the bed back on over.
At some point.
I guarantee you the bed has scraped up the floor anyways. It was so heavy.
This is such a nice floor. We'll do it.
Alfaster looks at him, raises an eyebrow,
please.
stabs the floor right between some of the planks, and then starts trying to pry it up.
Yeah, you pry the board right up. It's surprisingly easy for such a well-made floor that the board just pops right up. It doesn't break. It doesn't splinter in any way. It's like perfectly intact. Yeah.
Put this back together, I think. Maybe.
What's underneath it?
No.
You just immediately see a thin layer of. It's a specific kind of stone that is normally used like in the winter times for like hand warmers. It's just it's good for insulating heat. It just kind of keeps it there at a specific level.
Okay, that I can't fix. Do not damage the insulation.
It's in like one sheet.
Ah, that's an 18 for mind. Does this already look like, at this point, Athel is right, and there's no way there's something under here?
Probably, yeah. Although with an 18, as you're kind of looking, you do see how what do you call it? The trim like right at the side where it meets the wall. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. This is like the one thing that isn't like amazingly put together.
Alfester puts down the thing and goes over to the trim and starts trying to pry that up.
This time.
Alfester's gonna pry up the trim, see what's going on there.
Yeah, you pry up the trim, and there's kind of like what looks like a ventilation space in it, and that's probably where it got like it wasn't fully put on. It probably the trim shouldn't even be there. There should be some kind of airway ventilation.
This be large enough for something to crawl in?
I mean that is kind of the thing with Finrealms, I guess, is could let's say a dwarf or someone or maybe a Koyan fit? Probably not, but you also got raccoons and goblins and gnomes, which they're small, very small. They probably could.
Towards Athel, can you goop down that?
Probably.
Might as well see where it leads.
Okay. So this thing isn't too long. I don't want to get shadow burn.
No, neither do I want you to get shadow burn. If it looks like it's too long, come back up.
Okay. I will go about 7 meters down.
Yeah, as you kind of do it, you see how it does link to a bunch of other rooms. Most other rooms have it properly installed, where it just kind of goes into their room. No, not even like furniture in front of it, just allowing just easy access of airflow to go through. As you're kind of looking down, it definitely goes down into what looks like a basement below, and you're on the, I believe it was either the 8th or the 6th floor. It was one of those two. But yeah, you're fairly high up, so you wouldn't necessarily want to go all the way down, and it seems to go all the way up to the roof, which it also seems like there's some light coming through there.
Would I be able to goop my way down to the basement without getting burned?
Now
if
that
it's
you're
a free fall shaft, he might be able to.
with like the main shaft, you'd probably be wide enough for you to like be upright, but in terms of like the actual like quote unquote doors to like that go into the rooms, that's where you couldn't fit through. And it'd still be pretty tight though.
As a whole, or like as the goop?
As a whole. Goop, you can enter it in the goop, but going down all the way would be like a lot. You'd have to ungoop to go all the way down without having fun. As in fun, as in not fun.
Yeah. So the fun that isn't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I don't think I should go digging into another establishment's basement, because the last time I did that, I ticked off a thing. Ticked off scrap iron, and that's how we got in this situation in the first place. So I'm just going to goop my way back, and...
What did you see?
Seems like standard air ventilation.
And there's no access to anything else.
No. Well, I mean, other rooms. Basement. Roof.
All right, you check the basement. I'm gonna go to the roof.
I can't get down all the way. And he's gone.
Yeah, poof.
You're just going all the way up now?
Yeah, Alfaster is going to teleport out and kind of like climb / teleport his way all the way to the roof.
So for the informant, you've returned it and all that, and as well as Thea and Dice. They're taking a little bit longer than a basic search.
I'm just going to go check in with the informant to see if find if he's got any leads, because I'm like, this is rapidly turning into a crapshoot. So I'm going to go check if the third member of the team has any bright ideas, because I don't want to get shadow burn on my way to the basement.
Yeah, I'm gonna, as Thea so politely put it, I've been told to go get the boys, and no, how tall was this building? May I ask? May I inquire?
Very tall. It was. I don't think I said the max amount of floors that it actually had. I know it has.
We have 8 floors at a minimum, but I don't think we got the penthouse suite.
I believe it has 8. I believe I said it has 8 floors of residential. Yeah, I know it has at least 3 floors that aren't residential below that, or it has 1 or 2, and then above that it has several as well on top of that. So
Okay.
it's tall.
All right, I'm gonna aim my grappling hook to the window that I know is there, and I'm just gonna like ping to the window to the suite where the guys should be. And I'm just gonna rappel myself up all the way to the top to inform them that we have the note.
To find that neither of us are there, because Apple is on his stairs going down, and I'm on my way to the roof.
Yeah, so as you guys are going, you're going up your
on his way to the roof, considering he's
Yeah, when I noticed someone climbing up the roof.
No,
Wait,
because
is he climbing up the roof from the outside?
Yeah, I would
Then he
probably.
outside to get to the roof.
Oh, that changes things. No.
I would like you to make a roll, informant.
That's
Yeah.
a 21 on stealth.
Or informant, I would like you to make a roll for this. If you're gonna be grappling up.
Yeah. D20
wait,
plus nimbleness.
Yep.
What was the thing? Because it's not the best grappling hook ever.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a nat one, ladies and
that's a
gentlemen.
Oh boy.
Do you need me to catch you?
So you immediately like shoot up your grappling hook. You just hear just a loud smash, and then the order of the warden, which are like at the gate, literally being able to like look down the street at you guys. They're far enough that they wouldn't be able to like overhear you, and you wouldn't be that. But they do just see this grappling hook go, and they're just like, and this one starts walking down the street, going like, "Hey, what are you doing to the like?" Because it's obviously a grappling hook too. He's definitely just walking down to you.
It's a part of my hidden contraption. I think I was fully modified.
You nat one, my friend.
You nat one. Plus, this is the middle of the day. A giant, like a random thing being thrown up into the air. That's kind of not a thing that you can not have somewhat visible in just
Can we say it was
the middle of the street.
malfunction?
Yeah, we can say that, but can I grab Timothy real quick, pick him up, and tell him to hide his face into my shoulder?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, he just immediately does it and just looks away.
How close is the guard to us?
He's a fair distance away. I would say.
I'm gonna quickly cut the line, and
I think it fell back down, man.
No, because did the grappling hook, like, if it broke something?
It smashed.
Like,
it went instead of like just it tinking off. The window wasn't as strong as you thought it was compared to it, and it just shattered.
Oh.
Your
So
aim
the
and
hook's
everything
now
was good.
inside there.
Yeah, it's hanging. It's a
The
little on
hook
the
is
glass.
inside.
You could like probably pull it, and the glass would break, but it would also bring shards of glass out.
Yeah, I don't want him seeing my blade either. The informant's fumbling around, just trying to figure out what to do, and is going to tell everyone just to, go far away. I'm going to pull down this hook, and I'm just going to pull it all the way out of the window once people have backed away enough.
Okay. Yep.
And then after that, I'm gonna. I ask Thea if she can throw me a grappling hook.
I don't have a grappling hook.
Does anyone in our party have a hook
have a
anymore?
grappling
Yeah, he's the
Eyes,
only one.
eyes has a grappling hook.
Does
True.
Eyes actually have one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
I ask Eyes, Eyes, can you throw this my way? I just gotta make it look like
Please.
something.
Please tell me eyes being blind throws it just like completely haphazardly out in the open.
Well, he has Lucius, no?
It's true.
What is he? Sorry, what was Lucian, dude? Or sorry, Eyes? Could you repeat that? I was just reading the
Eyes
thing.
isn't here, so we're asking if Eyes can do something.
Yeah, that's what I
Or-
was. Could you repeat? What are you wanting Eyes to do?
I'd like Eyes to give me the grappling hook so that I can make it seem like I accidentally shot off the grappling hook that's definitely not illegal.
Yeah, he just tosses it to you. Yeah. He
Okay.
does mutter a little bit like, "I better get that back."
I'm like, you will, maybe. And I'm
It
gonna,
gets confiscated.
Perhaps.
I'm gonna like unwind the cord on this grappling hook to make it seem like this is the one that was pulled down, and my hidden one I'm gonna quickly wind up back into the mechanism.
All right.
While
Make
guy's coming towards
a sleight of hand check. Kind
I
of.
was gonna say,
type
you're doing
thing.
a lot, and this guy is right down the street.
I mean,
For
it'd
him
be
not
a
to see all this.
fair distance away.
Is sleight of hand, do I get bonus from my raccoon passive and my stealth suit? Which ones do I get? Which one do I don't?
With this, I would just say this is just relative nimbleness, because this is more just hand agility, I guess. So I guess it'd be more of a, yeah, you get it in. It would probably be a little bit because of the distance he's at. Because he's still just walking, as you're like you're able to do that, and he's still not quite there. And he's like, what is he? Sinister? Excuse me. What did you have there, sir?
Milo, I would like to point your attention to what I
Yeah, I
told
saw
you
it,
in the
I saw
other
it, yeah.
character. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Is that what
I spin around now holding this grappling hook in my hands, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, officer. I didn't realize that this would happen. I was walking and I accidentally pulled the trigger, and it's just been a stressful day. I had a letter I had to deliver, and I lost it, and it was just really bad, and I'm so sorry. I did not mean to fire off this grappling hook, and I'm like, I'm obviously like kind of holding it out, like trying to comply to the best of my ability. Trying to be a little bit deceptive.
Make a deception check for sure. On top of that as well.
Wonderful. That I can work with.
20.
A dirty 20.
20 with what you're trying to do. Let's see how he feels about this. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you guys can see my rolls, but
No.
cool. Yeah, I rolled a 6. He just immediately just is like, well, don't let it happen again. You have a grappling hook license, correct?
No.
I'm like, I now like start.
License.
lost that
Would
too.
I
I
even
lost that
have
too.
one as a raccoon who often does odd jobs? I didn't even realize these were a thing.
There's anything that could be remotely like crime related. There's definitely like some bureaucracy around that most people ignore. It's really only when you get to like the actual like wealthier people who aren't the people who don't ever have to even think or feel desperation financially normally don't even think about it because they can just go and because there's always a cost for a lot of those permits. You would probably, because you've probably been roughly around some of the wealthier parts, you probably have a what do you call it, a fake one.
Confiscated.
Oh yeah, and then I'm like, oh yeah, let me just. I just dropped the grappling hook on the ground. I'm like, I gotta keep playing up this very scatterbrained. I'm like going, going through all my pockets, and I pull out slightly tattered up paper that's my firearm license, and I'm throwing it all over the place, and I find it. I'm like, oh yeah, of course, sir, and I just hand it to him, trying to make it seem like everything I have is dirty, so he doesn't look too closely at it.
Please tell me at this point Athel walks out of the building, turns the corner, sees the warden, and just kind of like, oh.
This would be probably right outside the door.
Hey guys, have you seen the
And he's just he is actually taking a look. He doesn't seem too bothered by the dirty, but he just kind of goes, this isn't for an open carry grappling hook. I would say put this in your bag and don't let it happen again. And then he takes out a pad of paper, and he's writing you up a fine.
Writing me up a fine.
Yeah.
Classic.
It is the most sinister of cops.
He hands it to you. You immediately see $2,000, and he's like, and you will have to pay for that window. Have a nice day. And he starts walking back.
Nice.
Just write a fine for 2,000 ek.
Yeah, 2,000 ek. It would be a shame if I put my real name on any of my licenses, and if there was a real way to track not a fake thing, because he didn't ask for identification. Woo! Sheesh!
Honestly, I should have seen that coming. Anyway, how many fines do you have to your name?
Dude, one day we're just going to be walking downtown.
The informant doesn't dwell on such matters.
I would definitely let you know that the
he's going to have them all laminated like they're trophies.
There is I might want to find what it's actually called. It's essentially the Dwarfen Suits, DIS, the DIS, I think is what they're called. They're essentially the dwarf IRS. And they do walk around, and you 100% would be the, oh, hey, it's them. Let's completely not go that way at all, because as much as you could probably take a couple in a fight or something, or you could be able to outrun some of them, the chance that they could also catch you, or depending how skilled they are, because they're fairly decently trained. Yeah, you like walking, essentially, is my answer. So yeah, this is an official government institution that will shake you down and break your kneecaps.
It's fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I looked in the
clean
room.
up the-
There's no physically possible way anyone could have gone in to steal it, so we had to have lost it before we got to the room. And my bro decided to go check the roof for some reason. I don't know why. And I was told to go to the basement, but I thought it'd be a better idea to come here and see if you guys had found any leads.
The informant actually found it.
I found the letter. It
Pick him
turns
up
out the
and hug him,
letter.
and I'm like, yes, thank you.
The informant's gonna trip
Excuse me,
over
ma'am,
some
we
of
go.
the bundled up wires just laying on the ground. Just a little bit.
Yeah, there's probably just the retract button on them as well.
And then I need to go stop my brother from being an idiot.
From the
Right
Gnomish
back.
one.
And
Yeah.
I just start sprinting back into the room, back into the establishment, and just taking the stairs 3 at a time.
I presume at this point I've definitely gotten to the roof.
Oh yeah, it definitely was a little bit just because climbing up a very, very narrow vent, enough that you could still.
I didn't climb the vent. I went outside and started teleporting, climbing up my way up the side of the building.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
outside.
Okay.
That's why I asked.
Instead
if I
of
was
the
gonna-
vent or the staircase.
I rolled a 20-something for stealth.
Okay, yeah, you'd be fine. You'd be you would be able to do it within the windowsills well enough.
The bylaw cop is just standing there giving a ticket. Meanwhile, the camera just pans up and it's just Alfester scaling the building.
just swinging, or kind of scrambling to climb a bit to, being able to teleport just within the windowsills.
Yep, basically.
Keeping track of sight lines and all that. You make it to the top, just fine, and you see just this older. This one older Fairvahar just sitting there. He's like trying to. He's just smoking a little bit, and he just kind of goes, "Hi, what's up?"
Anybody join you for a while?
Nah.
How long you been here?
I watched the sunrise, and I just got nothing to do. My warehouse went under, so not much to do.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Who'd you work for?
I worked for I don't know if you've heard of them, but the Bonbon the Corp, them, yeah.
Oh, do I have any idea what he's talking about?
Oh yeah, this would be distribution line for various things, mostly foods, and some potions and stuff like that.
Shame.
Yeah. Really sucked. A lot of our stock was stolen from one of the stores, and we were already barely scraping by. It's like $20,000 so, or $40,000 worth. It just gone. Put a lot of people out of a job.
Alfester is not paying attention to this man at all. Like, he's just saying, he like nods and says yes to a bunch of things. He's looking around to see if there's any way to access the roof through those ventilation anything, looking at that kind of stuff.
Yep, there'd be vents like that. Honestly, just like that standard kind of like curved kind of rectangle vent that a lot of some little bit of steam coming out. Because it would be... Ooh, I actually have a thing that will tell me how... what the temperature is. It's probably around 15 degrees. 15, 16 degrees today. But yeah, it's a little bit of like steam or something coming out of there. There's around 4 of those, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like any of them have been moved so that a full-size person can go into them or anything?
They're all bolted and have keys and locks on them.
He does a quick inspection while the guy complains about his life.
Looks like they're untouched, like brand new, almost.
Okay. He looks at all that and then says, "Yeah, no, that sucks. I'm sorry."
Yeah. Anyways.
And he's gone. Alfaster has already jumped off the side of the roof and is now teleporting his way down, and he's going to try to teleport into the basement where he's certain he will see his brother.
Oh, there is the staircase up as well.
Oh, he's not taking the staircase.
Okay, I was just
teleporting off the side and stealthing is way faster.
And the warden never sees these. Oh no!
Very tired. A very out of breath. Michael just bursts through the door. Have you seen a Jadis? A little bit of darker complexion?
No, he hasn't exited yet. No.
I mean, like, I burst onto the roof.
Oh, on the boot.
Yeah, as Alfaster jumps off, having done all of this.
I just saw him. He
jumped off.
I don't know where he went. I went and looked out in the distance at the horizon, and now he's gone.
Thank you. I just walk very tiredly over to the ventilation shaft, just stick my forehead against it, and then just goop down.
Yeah, you just start. You just goop in, and then you're able to get in and just start sliding down.
Just draws another long smoke. What the frick have I seen?
Don Jadis, I don't just disappear and skull always gets me.
Yeah. So Alfaster is definitely going
to the basement.
Yeah, Alfaster is beelining for the basement.
trying to go quick, trying to go stealthy, and see what you can pick up.
Yeah, the base. Trying to get to the basement, huh? Just through the vents
But you're
there?
outside. You're
You're outside. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where I'm.
Yep, through the outside. So he's gonna try to teleport in.
You don't know
There,
what it is, or
there
dimensions,
isn't.
or any of that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a basement. The main floor is like level with the street out front. You'd have to go inside and find it at somehow.
In that case, yeah, he teleports down, shakes himself off, brushes himself off, puts on a posture of like, I'm here, I'm good, I belong here, and then walks into the front door.
And
Wait a second. Isn't the informant at the door?
Yeah,
no,
the informant would be
informant
right
is currently
outside.
getting shaken down and getting a letter written to
Yeah.
him.
Oh.
Just behind
Informant's
himself,
having a
drops
time.
down. You definitely see Alphaster just drop down, shake himself off, and go into the inn.
Well, you gotta get a ticket.
It's just another ticket. It's fine.
Yeah, as you're
What are you talking
how are you getting what are you doing as you're gooping down and stuff like that, Ithal?
just every so often when I need a break, I'll just, pop out before I give myself burn, and then just, when I'm able to do it again, just goop down as far as I can.
And then are you going out to
in
the
the
main
vent,
floor or going
goop
to the
down.
room?
I'm going to try to see if I can cut him off before he gets to the basement, but I probably have to make a perception check for that. If I can notice my brother before he gets himself in the basement.
Well, I'm just kind of curious where you'd end up going, because
I'm going through the vents.
yeah,
I'm being the imposter.
yeah, I guess just I guess you'd be, yeah, if you're checking the vents at every level, yeah, just make a general perception check there. 23. Yeah, you see, as you kind of just pass by the main floor, you see him just kind of just walking in and looking around. Alphaster, as you're looking around, you only see the stairs up.
What's behind the bar?
Looks like there's how would you say, a lot of just barrels of stuff, some food. There's a large mirror that spans the wall behind the bartender, and then off to the side there looks like there's probably the door to the kitchen, maybe some offices or something like that. But it looks like there is some stuff that would be out of sight over there.
Alfaster sees that there's some things that appear to be designed to be out of sight, smiles to himself, and starts making his way that direction.
The bartender right there, like,
well, he's gonna start stealthing.
presses C to crouch. How are you stealthing?
Poorly.
Poorly, definitely.
Literally start scratching.
He just kind of starts scratching behind his head, kind of like he's just doing his own thing, and just kind of goes to walk into the kitchen.
Excuse me, can I help you? That's not for guests. That's for staff only, sir.
As soon as he says can you help me, Alfester just kind of looks at him, so scratching his head. It's like, no, don't worry, I know the guy, and then he just walks in.
I am the guy. He just walks up to you, puts his hand on your shoulder.
I'm going to try to goop my way out onto the staircase, out of sight.
Yeah, for sure. You could definitely do that from where it would be.
Onto the stairs, and I'm like, bro! Oh, we found it! It's good! We're good! We're good! We can go!
And at this point, I go, oh, I'm sorry. Is this not my room? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was mistaken.
Make a deception check.
That's a 7.
Rolled a 2, so you're okay. Yeah.
Of iron lying does not compute.
He just looks
I'm
confused.
so
He's like,
sorry,
you should get your head checked out. Yeah, just...
Yeah.
He,
Sorry, I'll get out of your hair.
Here,
Big
let me
misunderstanding.
help you. Get out then. If you're going with your brother, and he grabs you like you're a really frail elderly person who does need help walking around, kind of just guiding you, because he seems very genuinely concerned for your well-being. and mental state.
Thanks.
Sorry about
Really,
my
you don't
brother.
have to
He
do
gets
this, but
confused
while he's
sometimes.
that means he's holding you decently closely, right?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, no.
So that's a 16 to pickpocket whatever he has on me.
Oh my god.
All right.
I know nothing.
I like
Ooh.
reach up and like
Name a
grab
more
his
iconic
jacket.
duo than
I'm, like,
Alfester
grabbing-
and pickpocketing. Oh,
I'm
wait.
grabbing his jacket and like leaning into him. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I
Roll a d100.
just help. Oh, that's either a very good or very bad thing.
Have fun.
Means you get
56.
56. Woohoo! Okay. Yeah. There's
That was his.
there you get a rolled up yeah, you get a rolled up piece of paper. You just immediately just stuff it into your wherever you're hiding it.
Yep.
And
In
yeah,
my
keep
vest.
going on your way. Huh.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I'm not sure how that I should take that.
As soon as they're out on the street, Alfaster kind of like leans into his brother more heavily than he needs. He's like, "Thanks for helping so much."
Sorry about my brother. He's a little slow in the head.
The Alfaster steps on his toes. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so slow.
God, and you know it.
Yeah, but you don't have to play it too hard. Okay, so goodbye.
Let's go, bro.
Okay. And then he pulls out. Actually, is everybody else nearby right now?
They'd be like just like a door downish, roughly.
Okay, they're
door
down a
down
little ways.
before we
I
pull
I
out
pull
and grab
before we head over. I pull Athel close, and I look over my shoulder at things. And I pull out the piece of paper and say, "What does this say?"
As you're kind of pulling it out, it's rolled up in kind of a bundle. It's definitely
I don't know.
a
I don't
fairly
read
decently
blank.
fancy scroll. It's closed right now though. If
Don't
you want to
read
open.
blank or the backside of paper.
Are you?
I'm
are
guessing
you
you're
being
opening
funny
it?
with me right now?
I just told you I can't read what it says. It's not open.
Well, yeah. Open it.
You didn't hand it to me. You just held it out in front of me, like.
Okay. He opens it and then
Read this.
Alfaster's like, "Okay, shut up." Opens it and then hands it over to Athel.
You notice that this is very nice paper, like very refined. It's definitely old as well, like hundreds, if not maybe like 1,000. Like it definitely is showing its age that way. As you see it, it's some kind of dwarvish language. Looking in, you're not quite sure which router. Which dwarvish or dwarvinian?
Let me check. A Dwarvinian.
Yeah, you can read it. Right at the top, you see that this is a guild map of what looks like Drake hunters, and it's just different marking like where some different dens, some different outposts were in what looks like a very old continental map.
Wait, Drake hunters?
Yep.
Like dragon hunters?
Drake hunters.
Drake hunters. Am I familiar
Yes,
with
like
any of
dragon
that?
hunters.
It'd be the same-ish thing, yeah. Yeah.
Holy cow! What the heck? Who had this?
I don't know, the innkeeper guy.
You know what this? Let's head over. But on the way, this is a Drake hunter map.
Like hunting dragons. Like old
Yeah.
world stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know how much we could get for this?
Oh, this is ancient. This is ancient.
Okay, shush.
This is
Okay,
old.
hey, we're getting close to them. Okay, I will sell it at some point, and I will let you know how much I make. Okay. He grabs it
Or
and
we
puts
could
it
go
back,
hunt drakes.
much more gently in his vest as they go back, and he just kind of, So, where'd we find it?
The informant found it.
It was in the
Oh.
lost and found.
You guys didn't check the lost and found first?
Apparently you
Something
didn't. I
disappears
did.
From seemingly anomalous material. You don't check the lost and found.
That's the precise time when you check the lost and found. Nah, it doesn't matter. You know what? Turns out, inn isn't very exciting. They've got great ventilation. That's all that I could find while I was there.
Well, it is a nice inn.
We should probably get going.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to be going.
Yeah, I don't want to spend this much time close to the Order of Warden than I have to.
Okay, let's go.
Where are we going?
Well, until Cruz gets in contact with me, then we're gonna go see.
We're gonna check out Mr. Gunning's shop. You
Yes.
remember Mr. Gunning, right?
I remember that you like him.
Well, I was thinking, he's a master of artifice. Who better to talk to about the scrap irons and him?
Actually, that's
Anybody
not a bad
knows
idea.
Anything akin to what the heck they are? It would be him.
I have no idea.
Do we want
Personally,
to?
I'd like-
Okay, you
Meet
like
up
him though, Alphas, Athel. If
He can handle himself. Trust me. I've seen. I was not supposed to share that.
you,
Trust me.
oh, sorry. Okay, you and I really need to talk later. All right.
Trust me
Well,
when
if
I
you
say,
think
if a scrap iron shows up, that's going to be the least threatening thing there.
so, why are we going to this person if he's so dangerous?
He's
We can have
awesome and
answers.
he knows everything.
You're telling me that the one guy that we know who might be smart enough to know what the scrap irons are, also, definitely wouldn't have anything to do with them, definitely wouldn't be a threat to us. Definitely.
If there's one thing I know, it's that Mr. Gunning touches magic about as much as I touch money. And that was before we had this job. And so that means basically never.
Alright. But we don't know if that was magic or just automata. Not automata,
They
but
were
I don't know that
definitely
word.
magic.
But
They
hold on,
freaking
Alfaster is done.
melted. They melted into goo and
That could be-
disappeared.
That's like a switch
That's
thing,
not
though.
how metal works. It's not how it works at all.
Listen,
okay.
I'm just.
It was a switch.
Would you
It was
shut up?
disappearance and
Shut
nothing.
up! Shut up! Shut up! I'm not disagreeing with you. I was just playing devil's advocate. I don't have any better ideas than that. Okay, let's just go.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not
You
being-
over
I'm
this.
just playing devil's advocate.
About mechanics.
To his brother, the mechanic.
I'm an older brother. It's my job.
Alright, I guess just because you guys are... Ooh, not that one. There we go. Let's just do that. I guess you guys are going to be going down, huh? Yeah, you guys. Go through the rest of the district, roughly without issue or commotion. There's a couple times where you hear a little bit of something, but it's not directly in your way. You just make your way over there. Flying on your magic broomsticks, totally.
Keep an hour, or an hour. Can I keep an eye out for any possible scrap iron activity?
Yep, give me a roll.
Alright. I don't want to have to mess with any more of those suckers. Mind go.
Yeah, absolutely
That was a
nothing.
16.
I would say, like,
Alright, that's good,
there's no
that's
one
good.
following
Okay.
you. There's nothing that seems to be on your case. Nothing suspicious at all. No metal thumping, no goo.
And I would just like to pick up random pieces of trash along the way. while
There
I'm doing
are
this.
none.
And no random pieces of trash.
This is like
on the way to Mr. Gunning's, like
this
the
is
entire trip. There
this
no
is
pieces of
oh
trash
this
on
is
the
up
entire
to
trip.
this is up to this. Are you? Oh, you meant like the entire way, not just in the
Yeah,
district.
The entire way, not not just in the district.
Oh yeah, the sticks
I
would
mean,
be
like
none.
on the way to Mr. Gunning's shop, I would like to craft like a little padlock. And
It's okay. I think we're gonna have to get by the gate first.
Yeah, I'll just see
Yeah.
I'll see how the gate goes, and
so
then
we can
we'll
keep the
go.
letter.
Yeah.
So we can keep the letter on us at all times.
So how would you guys like to go through the gate?
Good question.
I mean, we could just go through. Like you got through.
Um.
You got through Alfester.
Actually,
Were they being,
true.
like,
They're just
overly diligent.
no. They're just looking for a really mean-looking Jadis. That's all they're doing.
Dylan.
Hardly mean looking.
Mm-hmm.
I would like. This isn't for Alphas or this. I would like you to roll.
Secret roll.
4d20.
Or D20, I can happily do
Yes.
that. Also, that mind roll is for Alfester, looking out for I think you can guess who.
Yep.
All right, 19, 14, 6, and 9.
Okay.
He's
Awesome.
gonna be Warden
Um.
himself coming in.
As you guys are approaching, how would you guys like to approach?
Casually.
Yeah,
Yes.
casual.
Casually.
We have done nothing.
I'm-
Like,
I did nothing wrong.
Maybe-
except person,
okay,
and they are not
Alfester kind of
law
leans in.
enforcement for
We
us.
should go in separate groups. We should not all go through as one group. It'll be less suspicious to have a few individual travelers go through than a whole group of us.
Oh, a better question is how many people are going through the gates right now?
Right now there's no one. It's like midday. Everyone's probably where they are, or where they'd be going. the
I'm
most part.
going to grab Eyes' hand
What's wrong with a group of?
and say,
just-
I'm gonna go with Eyes and Timothy, and we're gonna pretend that I'm guiding both of them back home.
All right, me and Athel can slip through just fine and easy, or maybe Eyes. Well, informant.
Yeah, grappling hook designed by me. Here'd be fine.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Well, it's not like you did anything to it. We haven't even used it yet.
I did some
Sure.
things to it.
No, I mean he hasn't used it yet, so it'll work fine. Your stuff always works the first go round. It's, second and third and stuff once it gets a little bit more worn out.
So as long as it's used properly. I mean, I'm not supposed to say that actually.
We really need to work on that, brother. Except for the
Um,
things that you mentioned earlier. We still need to talk about that.
Not a clue what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go first with Eyes and Timothy, and hopefully nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
We'll tell you what, we will sit let's sit back behind this block, okay? We'll sit oh hello, that went past a
Oh.
wall, excuse me. Let's sit back here. And we'll wait for you to get through and then we'll follow. It'll be you, Eyes, and Timothy, then me and Athel, then
No, just in case.
yeah, then you, informant.
Yeah. Yep.
There would be
Okay.
kind of like a little bit of a thing if you want to like still watch kind of closely, but still be like slinked in. For informant, I mean.
Oh yeah, for the informant, yeah. Like we should definitely be back here because it'll be easier for us to be further away in case something does go wrong. We don't want to be immediately there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
I'm
just have to
gonna-
walk past the guards. That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
So
They're
I'm
just
gonna
looking
pick
for a
up-
Jadis.
Pick up Timothy, tell him to pretend he's sleeping on my shoulder. Again, grab Eyes'
Yep.
hand, and hopefully he pretends he's blind.
Yeah, Eyes starts pretending he's blind. Very easy for him to do. He's holding out his
Because he's
walking
blind?
stick. Yeah, exactly.
He does a terrible job of pretending that he's blind, even though he's blind.
He does 90% of the time. Like he's okay. It's just occasionally he's like, yeah, and I saw. Hold on. It's just the occasional like slips and stuff. Like he does a great job at it because he can just be like, here are the social conventions of pressure, and he makes it so people want to avoid making people uncomfortable.
True.
Which kind
It
of
works.
yeah, he can get away with a lot.
Guys, we'll be fine.
As you approach, you definitely see let's move. You see a couple wardens kind of come through. There seems to be some talking. A couple more come through, and you see them start to close the gate, which was like a little bit open, like enough for one. Then there's kind of one, and then they kind of like nod. It's like, hey, just check stop, checking you go through.
Yep, no worries. I'm just bringing my dear old friend here back home.
Approach as you would.
Do I need to do something?
Yeah, I was just like approach like with your token as you would, I guess.
I can't pick all of them.
That is okay. I will be moving them with you.
Thank you.
As you kind of get around there, it kind of seems Alphister, you're are you guys watching this yet?
Alphister's kind of watching it casually from the corner of the street, kind of like looking over his shoulder around the street corner.
This looks like an ambush.
They kind of,
like an ambush.
Yeah, Thea, you definitely notice them start to kind of go around you, and then this one approaches specifically, and then just kind of looks like, and who's this little guy?
This is my son. He's taking a nap. He's very tired. It was a very long walk.
How old is Thea?
Deception check.
I can have a child. I said adopted.
I want to get my hidden blade spikes ready so that if anything happens, I can take a reaction shot against one of the guards closest to me.
Alphaster puts a hand on Athel's shoulder and says, okay, things have just gone very, very wrong. We will follow them, see where they take them, see if we can spring them afterwards, okay?
Well, I was supposed to make a perception macro if I gotta do that.
If you can just click on mind in your character sheet. The word mind.
I did terrible.
And slowly,
I did terrible.
very slowly,
just in case.
The Janus revolver, or the Judas
that was
revolver back into his coat pocket.
He makes.
Alphaster sees that and shakes it. We do not fight wardens. That would be very, very bad.
You see the guy, the warden in front of you. He kind of nods along. Your son, yeah? How old is he?
Son.
Your adopted son. Well, I mean, yeah, of course he's a satyr. You're not. How old is he?
He's just turned 4.
Nice. I have a kid myself around that age. With that, he does the hand signal. All of the wardens draw their swords, and it's like, this is Timothy. I guess we got it. This thing actually worked. And there's like, they start. These two kind of just grab onto eyes. Ooh, that's a lot more loud and intense and fast than I thought that would be.
Okay.
Cool. Anyways, he kind of goes to reach for. Yeah, they're going to like start reaching for you to like try and like.
Okay.
Take Timothy from you and all that.
I'm going to do the cyclone shield and hold on to Timothy very tightly.
Then what's your bonus on that? Is it the +1?
Yes.
What is the DC for Cyclone Shield? It's pretty decently high, huh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Do we want to pause here so Prince can decide what he wants his character to do in this situation?
True.
That would probably work, yeah. That would definitely be a good place to end it with the wardens,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love it.
Awesome. Well.
Oh man.
Fun time.
Same bat channel, same bat time.